80% of all women that I have conversations with about setting goals have one of two specific categories in mind. It is either some big dream they are desiring to accomplish in their lifetime, or setting a much needed physical goal. If you find yourself in that second category, beautiful dreamer, then today's episode is for you as we take an in depth look at setting physical health and exercise goals. Stay tuned. This week, we are tackling yet another spoke in our Wheel of Life series. And I'm so glad that you're here because setting effective physical health and exercise goals requires careful consideration, planning, and execution. Today's quick overview will guide you through the process of defining, prioritizing, and achieving your physical goals in the most effective way. First of all, let's talk about why it's so important to have and implement physical health and exercise goals. In fact, let's start with our timeless truth for today, which comes from Edward Stanley, the 15th Earl of Derby, who once said, "Those who think they have not time for bodily exercise will sooner or later have to find time for illness." Okay, that may sound ominous to you because whether you want to admit it or not, watching what you put into your body, how much activity you get or don't get, and maintaining your weight fluctuation are important for keeping your body working properly. Positive physical health habits are super helpful in decreasing your stress, lowering your risk of a variety of diseases, and can oftentimes contribute to increased energy, not to mention the role of exercise in promoting your overall well being. Trust me, as I'm heading into my sixth decade, I am more determined than ever to be intentional about implementing my physical goals. Now, did you know that implementing physical fitness into your life can literally enhance the longevity of your life? And it also reduces your risk of disease. It boosts your mental health and it improves your overall daily function. Just in case you never realized it, physical health goals truly cover a wide range of objectives, such as weight management, strength, flexibility, cardiovascular health, mental clarity, and more. Now, again, this may be something that we don't give a lot of thought to in our earlier years, but decade after decade, eventually, one of those previously mentioned objectives is going to become more important to you. So, the strategic purpose behind setting these goals is to provide you with direction, focus, as well as a tangible way to measure your progress. Because without having clear goals, our health and fitness routines can become hit or miss and pretty much aimless, and they can even be unsustainable. There are three benefits of goal setting and exercise, including having improved motivation, providing a sense of accomplishment, and being able to help you track your progress over time. I know you're thinking, here we go again, Carolina, because I want to encourage you with the science behind goal setting in your physical health. Because you often hear me refer to implementing the SMART process into creating our goals. Okay, maybe every week. But did you know that this goal setting theory was actually developed by Edwin Locke? And his theory emphasizes setting specific, challenging, and attainable goals to maximize your performance. As a reminder, your goals should be specific, which simply means clear and defined. They should be measurable, which helps you to be able to track your progress. They should be achievable, which means they're realistic within your given time frame and the resources that you have at hand. They should also be relevant, aligned with your personal motivation and your values and the season of life that you're in. And finally, they should be time bound, which means they're set with a deadline to give you urgency and structure. His theory acknowledges the psychological benefits of goal setting, how SMART goals can increase your commitment and consistency, as well as promoting some accountability built in there. And they also foster a growth mindset, which is belief that abilities can be improved through effort. Not to mention that the implementation of SMART goals can reduce your anxiety or uncertainty, around the process of accomplishing whatever goals that you're pursuing. So let's get a little more clarity so that you can start creating your very own personal physical SMART goals. All right, let's begin with a self assessment of understanding where you are currently with your physical health. First of all, you probably want to evaluate your current fitness level by taking some physical assessments. You need to determine your baseline in your strength, your cardiovascular fitness, flexibility, endurance, maybe even your body composition. You can use fitness tests such as how many push ups can you do? How long can you hold a plank? How long do you take to run a mile to measure your endurance and strength? You can also assess your range of motion for flexibility, etc. Some ways to track your body metrics may be, your weight, what your body fat percentage is, your body mass index, etc. This will help you get a clearer picture of where you're starting from, as well as help determine where you want to go. For example, if you've been under a lot of stress lately and you find out at your annual checkup that your blood pressure is high, you want to record that blood pressure reading and then find out what it should be at a healthy level in order to set a goal of how to get to that destination. Some other health considerations may be medical history. Check with your physician to make sure that you're cleared for exercise, especially if you've ever been diagnosed with any chronic condition such as heart disease, diabetes, etc. Now, take into consideration some lifestyle factors. Assess your current habits, including sleep, nutrition, stress levels, and other lifestyle influences on your health. Identify your strengths and weaknesses, areas where you excel, and areas that need improvement. For example, what does your daily eating habit look like? How about your consistent workout regimen right now? Taking into consideration your personal preferences, like what kind of exercise you enjoy and you're most likely to stick with. Are you more inclined to solo activities like running or swimming, or group activities such as classes or sports? Do you prefer outdoors or gym based exercises? Then you're going to want to determine what specific types of physical health and exercise goals that you're wanting to incorporate into your life. Some examples of physical fitness goals may be strength goals like increasing muscle mass, improving your endurance, starting to lift heavier weights. A goal example might be increasing your leg press weight by 25% within 3 months. Now, some ideas of cardiovascular fitness goals might be improving your heart health through aerobic exercises like running, biking, swimming, etc. A goal example might be to be able to run a 5K without stopping within 6 weeks. And now there are so many online plans for setting running goals. If you've never pursued this before, such as the Couch to 5K, etc. So don't let intimidation keep you from setting a bold fitness goal in an area that you've never tried before, if that's something that you'd like to achieve. Examples of flexibility and mobility goals might be improving your range of motion to reduce injury. For example, I like stretching to improve tightness, as well as hamstring flexibility over a 3 month period to reduce lower back pain, for example. You could also set balance and coordination goals like joining Pilates or trying to balance on a Bosu ball. For example, you might time yourself on how long you can hold a single leg balance by the end of 2 months. Then the most common are weight management goals to aim for weight loss, weight maintenance, or muscle gain. A goal example might be to lose 5% body fat in 2 months or to gain 10 pounds of lean muscle over 6 months, etc. And then you can just go to the old fashioned measurement goals, measuring the different parts of your body. And a goal example might be to decrease your waist circumference by 2 inches within 8 weeks. Do you get the idea? Okay, if you have a chronic condition, you might want some health related goals to manage conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or arthritis. A goal example might be to walk 10,000 steps daily to help control your blood sugar levels or cardiovascular health, etc. How about focusing on stress reduction? You can use exercise as a tool for reducing anxiety, depression, and stress. A good goal example is to practice walking outside while incorporating mindfulness 3 times a week, and that can reduce your stress. Then there's behavioral goals to develop consistency and routine. Aim towards developing a sustainable exercise habit, like setting a 4 times a week for 6 months goal, etc. And then there's habit change goals to set a goal for incorporating more movement into your daily life. A goal example is one that I've incorporated during the work week is taking the stairs down to the office instead of the elevator. Okay, now it's time to get more specific in setting and prioritizing your physical goals. Are they going to be short term or long term goals? The advantage with short term goals is that you can achieve quick wins that can boost your motivation right away. For example, complete a 10-minute workout for 2 weeks, 3 times a week. Check. However, the long term goals are the most beneficial for reaching larger overarching objectives. For example, run a half marathon within the next year, or lower my blood sugar in 6 months, or my stress level, etc. You get the idea. But you can have the best of both worlds when you align your short term vision goal with your long term vision to help you build momentum. It's like that couch to 5K to help you get to running that half marathon goal. You get the idea. Although it may be tempting to get a little ambitious and want to do 5 or 6 of these at one time, you're going to see more results if you create a list of all the goals you want to pursue and then prioritize them and focus on just a few key goals rather than spreading yourself too thin. You should assess which goals are most important for your current health and fitness needs. And don't forget to be flexible and adjust your goals as your life circumstances change. For example, if you get an unexpected injury, a change in schedule, or you begin to have time constraints. All right, now let's talk about creating an action plan. You should start with breaking down your goals into actionable steps. And we've talked about this before. For each goal, identify small, manageable tasks. For example, if your goal is to increase your overall strength, on week one, you can just focus on proper form for working out with free weights. And then in weeks 2 to 4, gradually increase your weight or repetitions each week by 5%. And don't forget to track your progress with a journal or a fitness app. This is going to help you in scheduling your workouts and tracking your progress as well. Don't forget to set a realistic workout schedule that fits your lifestyle and your preferences. Don't get overly ambitious here. Personally, I find it super helpful and convenient to use fitness trackers or apps to measure my progress, to log my workouts, and then to adjust my routines. Because if we are honest with ourselves, we almost always have our phones with us. Now, you have to decide if you want to schedule regular assessments, such as monthly check ins, to monitor your changes in strength, endurance, or your body composition, whatever you started with at the beginning. Also, work on incorporating variety into your routine, including different types of exercise to prevent plateaus and keep workouts interesting. Try a Zumba class or go play pickleball. And ensure your plan includes a variety of cardio, strength training, flexibility, and rest. Now, although fitness apps help to personally track my progress, they're not my favorite form of accountability. So, also consider options such as finding a friend to work out with, joining a fitness group, or hiring a coach. And don't forget to share your goals with others, or even me, to create external accountability. Now, if all of that sounded like a lot, and maybe even a little overwhelming, you might be thinking, Carolina, what do I do when it comes to staying motivated and overcoming unexpected challenges? Well, beautiful dreamer, this is a great place to incorporate some of that self care that we've talked about previously. A great way to maintain your motivation is through incorporating rewards when you hit milestones. So, set many reward goals for yourself when you achieve those short term goals. For example, get new workout gear when you hit a fitness milestone. Get a massage and take care of your body. Or get a manicure for a monthly workout streak. Or even a new outfit to wear on the weekend. And don't forget, the most important thing, celebrate progress, not just perfection. And when everything doesn't go according to plan, which it won't, trust me, I recently had a 3 week interruption after being on a 60-day workout streak. So I get it. Understand that setbacks are sometimes just going to be a part of the process. For example, we can't always plan for illness, injuries, or unusually busy schedule seasons. The important thing is to learn to adjust your goals without giving up. Remember, our goal is to focus on progress, not perfection. Just pick back up where you left off, if at all possible, as soon as possible. This is why it's so important to focus on building a support system. Stay connected with others who share similar goals for encouragement, as well as accountability. These days, it's so easy to find someone on social media or online to help you with extra guidance if you need it, such as working with a personal trainer or a health coach. Now, as much as this is not the most exciting spoke on the wheel of life, it is one of the most important. Because if you neglect to focus on your physical goals, eventually you may be forced to focus on them. One of my favorite scriptures for recognizing the importance of physical goals is one that reminds me that it's really not about me. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 through 20 says, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who lives within you, whom you've received from God? Because you are not your own. You were bought with a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies." Wow, how's that for motivation? Remember, beautiful dreamer, that you are not your own, that God loved you so much that he sent his son to die for us. We were purchased with a price that makes these goals all the more valuable. Remember, creating an action plan with measurable steps and staying committed to the process will lead you to sustainable results that I know you want. And don't forget that our timeless truth is those who think they don't have time for bodily exercise will sooner or later have to find time for illness. So let's start today, whether it's setting a small goal or, like I've been doing recently, and revisiting and restarting existing plans. Because consistent progress is the key to achieving those long lasting health and fitness improvements that we are desiring. Now, let me know how I can come alongside you to help you in setting these physical goals. And as you reach out to your accountability partners, please like and share this episode with them so that we can all enjoy this amazing health journey together and discover that happily ever after isn't a lie.